I have to read this book or it will haunt my soul. I was being attacked by beavers. Very amazing, very profound. I also am pretty sure I heard a gunshot though while I was sleeping. What's up guys? My name is Natalie and welcome to my Nook of Novels. In today's video, I am going to be spinning my wheel and letting it decide how many hours I read every single day this week. So I originally was going to just use a spinner app on my phone, and then I thought, Natalie, you have a wheel. You literally have a spinning wheel that chooses the TBRs every month, and I love the wheel. I love spinning it. I love letting it choose things for me, so I thought, why not go ahead and let it choose my reading hours for this video. During the end of May, I kind of went ahead and made my video schedule for all of June and July, and so I kind of wrote out when I was going to be making what videos, when I was going to be filming what, posting, editing, everything, just that I could kind of make a plan for how to get my 2 videos a week up during the summer. After I made that, I kind of just put it away. I focused on what my current videos were, and then, as I go, I look and see what's coming next. And so I kind of was focusing all of my attention on the 24-hour readathon I did this past weekend, and that will be going up this, I don't know what day, but by the time this video is up, that will probably have been up last Thursday. But I was focusing all of my energy and attention on that. I also got a little bit behind on filming last week, so I had to basically speed make my last 2 videos, my Haunting Adeline and my bookshelf tour video. So I was really focusing on those, trying to get everything done, trying to read as much as I could during the readathon, and I had not put any thought into what my video was for this coming week. And then I thought, I should probably see what I'm filming next, right? There's always another video coming up. So I looked and I was so excited when I saw that it was the spinner video, because I have just been fiending for an excuse to sit down, do nothing, and read for hours on end. And I know that sounds honestly insane, because I know all of you guys are thinking, Natalie, you just did a 24-hour readathon 2 days ago. Are you still recovering? How are you physically able to read anymore after that? And that's a really great question. I don't know. Honestly, I think just the fact that I started reading this book that is just such a good, it's honestly a 5-star read so far. I'm just having such a good time with it, and I think that that's really fueling me to want to keep reading just for the rest of time. I have just been having such a good reading time the last month or 2, so I don't know what it is, but there's just something in the air that has been making me need to read constantly, and I love it. It's such a fun vibe. I'm having so much fun with my reading this summer so far, so this is great. Wonderful news, and I'm just so excited to be here and be making this video. The main tasks I have to do this week are just generally cleaning and organizing things. I'm always cleaning the house, but there's still somehow always more to do, so that's something that I always kind of keep in the back of my mind as just something that I want to try to accomplish during the week, just because of how the nature of this video is split up into reading each day. I think what I'm gonna do in terms of cleaning my house is just tell myself that I will have an hour-and-a-half increment to just clean whatever I can / want to each day, and then after that just stop myself and focus on reading or doing whatever else needs to be done. I also want to try to cook dinner a couple times this week, because we have a bunch of HelloFresh meals sitting in the fridge that we haven't made yet, so I want to try to get some of those done. And then I also need to edit the 24-hour readathon so it can go up this Thursday. I don't really know how long that's going to take. I think it's going to be a little bit of a longer video to edit, so just trying to see how much of that I can possibly get done. And then Thursdays I go and play poker, and on Tuesday I've been painting doors for my boyfriend's parents, so I'm going to be going over there to work on that on Tuesday. But other than that, I don't really have any plans. That's kind of all that I'm planning to do, and then reading within every waking moment around all of that. So with that being said, like I said, I'm reading Notes on an Execution by Danya Kukafka, and I started this weekend. I'm about halfway through it right now. So this book is 304 pages long, and I'm on page 148, so pretty much almost exactly at the halfway point. So I really do want to finish this up. This is going to be my first main priority just because I'm so invested in it. It's a shorter book. I just feel like I have every reason to to speed through this real quick before I continue with Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. This is the First Infernal Devices book, and I am reading this A, because it's on my June TBR, and B, as part of a secret vlog. I don't really know how long that secret vlog is going to take me, so I'm kind of inclined to get it done as fast as possible so I can get it up sooner for y'all, obviously. The productive side of my brain wants to just ignore this book and read this because it's for that vlog, but the realistic part of me knows that I cannot focus on anything else until I complete this book because it's like consumed my whole being at this point, and I'm obsessed with it. So I have to read this book or it will haunt my soul. So I'm gonna read this first and then focus on this. Before I go ahead and spin the wheel and see how many hours I'm going to be reading today, I'll just tell you guys kind of what the possible options are. So I have 1 through 7 on the wheel right now. So I have 2 of each number, I only have, that sentence sounded so strange as I was saying it, I have to start over. On my wheel, I have 1 space for 1 hour and 1 space for 7 hours, and all of the others, there are 2 of them. The 7 hours was a very last minute decision. I was writing the numbers out and I thought, you know what would be fun? If I only have 1 of the 1 hour and 1 of the crazy number of hours, because 7 is not realistic. I know that for a fact. 6 is, I feel like that's a decent number where I can be like, okay, drop everything and read for 6 hours. I got this. Maybe not every day this week, but I feel like that's a possibility, whereas 7 feels unhinged. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, not super confident in that, but I thought it would be fun. I thought it would spice things up a little bit, and again, I really want to just sit and do nothing with my life and let reading consume every waking moment. So I think I'll enjoy myself either way, no matter what numbers come up. And that is why BookTube is like the perfect job for me, because I can literally sit and like ignore all my responsibilities for 6 hours on end, and I'm literally just working. So I think that's so cool, and like this is so fun. I love making videos. This is great. Living my best life. So with that being said, let's go see what today is going to be like. So I will meet you guys over at my wheel. Hello, hi, welcome to my wheel. I forgot to mention before I started this, but this week is only going to be 4 days because I work on Friday through Sunday at my real job. So my like BookTube days can only go Monday to Thursday. So any sort of like week-long challenge videos like this that I do are always just going to be Monday through Thursday, just because I don't have time to like dedicate a whole week to a video like this, although I would love to. That being said, spin number 1, spin for Monday, the first day of the week. I'm so excited. Okay, 3 hours, not bad. I'm not mad about it. I am kind of glad we didn't start on a crazy number because I would have been a little nervous about it. But I'm also glad we didn't start on a low number because I feel like that would have been really anticlimactic, and the point of this was so that I could just read for as long as I want to. So yeah, I will have to read for 3 hours today, and let me see what time it is. Okay, so it's 2:36 right now. So if I started reading right this minute, it would take me until 5:36, which isn't even that bad. So that gives me plenty of time to do my hour and a half of cleaning, make dinner, and read. So those are just, I guess, my plans for the rest of the day. So far today, my like biggest focus has just been on getting my bookshelf tour uploaded. So I got that done. And then I also had a meeting at work this morning. So that took up like 3 hours of my time. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to briefly start editing my readathon video. So yeah, again, we'll just kind of see how the day goes. I'm gonna eat something real quick right now. Not a snack, like a brief meal kind of thing, and then I'm just gonna jump right in. So yeah, I will see you guys when I start reading. Hey y'all, I want to preface this clip by saying that if you're wondering why there's tinfoil on like all the counters, it's a method we're trying to use to keep the cat off the counters. Obviously it's not working wonderfully, but we're still just trying it. Usually she doesn't go on that one, but she's like hunting a bug right now. I'm just gonna leave her be. I might make some instant decaf in a little bit because it was staring at me and I was just wanting to make it. So, but I thought I should be healthy and drink some water first. So we're gonna do that and see how that goes. Starting for this week, Notes on an Execution, page 148. It's 2:55 right now. I had myself a nice little meal. We're gonna start the stopwatch. Here's the start of our 3 hours, guys. Woo-hoo. love when a book like mercilessly punches me in the face every other page. It gives you just Kitty. That was dramatic. It gives you just enough normal story. You think, okay, I can take this. This is going fine. Everything is well. And then all of a sudden, it's like heartbreaking and awful. And it's literally terrible. And it's the worst. But it's so good. Like, I love it. And this book is exactly that. If you want to sob and cry and sob and bawl and cry, maybe read this book. It's not even just that it's sad. It's like shocking too, because everything that happens, it's like, oh my god, how did we even get here? You know what I mean? So, so good. What? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, no way. Wait guys, this is good news, I think. I'm gonna stick you on this book. Now's not the time. Minutes and 25 seconds so far. This book is so good. So, pardon the poor lighting, I know this clip probably does not look extremely aesthetically pleasing, but it's not even that late. It's like 9:53. The vibes in the house are like really asleep right now. The house is like completely silent and it's dark outside and it feels like it's like 1 a.m. Anyway, I just finished my 3 hours of reading for the day. I have it on this timer right here, although I accidentally started it over when it was at 1 hour and 7 minutes, so it only says 1 hour and 55, but I did read for the full 3 hours. I didn't do a ton of cleaning, but I just like did some dishes and cleaned some stuff up like in the kitchen over here so I could cook, and then I made dinner. I got to page 218, so I read about 75 pages today, and I'm still absolutely loving this book. It's so good. It's bringing up so many important points just about really like problematic systems in the US and how certain groups of people are more affected by those than others, things like that. I have this one really pretty, not necessarily quote, but I just think it's a really powerful page, but I'm not gonna read that to you guys right now. I might at some point, probably not in this video even, to be honest. I think I might make like a whole video talking about this book just because it's so powerful and I just feel like I have a lot to say because I just really love it. So I'm I'm having a great time. Like I said, I read about 75 pages today. Those 3 hours, that's not a ton. Obviously, it's like 25 pages an hour, but I'm not a super fast reader in general, and I'm obviously moving through this a little bit slower because it is literary fiction, but again, it's just so good, and I'm just really enjoying my time with this one. So super glad I could dedicate that time to this today. I really don't know what tomorrow is going to hold because, again, I have to go paint doors, and I really need to get started editing my 24-hour readathon so that can go up on Thursday. So I have basically the next 2 days to edit that, and I think it's going to be a little bit heftier, so I might not necessarily focus a ton on reading. I say that, although like, obviously it's up to the wheel to decide how many hours I spend, so I might try to get an early start in the morning. But yeah, today was so fun, and I'm enjoying myself with my reading right now. That being said, I'm gonna go get ready for bed, and I will see you guys in the morning when I spin the wheel again. Good morning. Barely. I accidentally slept for so absurdly long this morning. I did not mean to at all. I totally was gonna get up at least by like 8 or 9. And right now it's literally 11:49. I don't even know how I did that. Actually, I do know how. So I woke up right when my boyfriend left for work this morning. And then I woke up at 8. And then I was having these like wild dreams. I was like sailing across the ocean to get to a cheer competition. I was being attacked by beavers, and I was in literally like a houseboat, like a raft with walls. I don't even know. And like nobody would let me in. There was also like a zombie apocalypse. There was a lot going on in my brain. And I kept like waking up and being like, wait, I'm invested in this. Let me critically think about what's gonna happen next. And then I would just fall back asleep. Here's hoping that I don't get a large spin today. I literally will not be able to complete it because I need to leave probably around 3 to go and paint. And then I don't really know how long I'm gonna be there for. I definitely though I'm going to take full use of my like audiobook listening to, because I always listen to an audiobook while I drive, and so I'm definitely going to be counting that today in my like reading hours, because it's a 40-minute drive there and 40 minutes back, so that's like what, an hour and 20 minutes that I can be having reading done. So I'm really scared. Let's find out how long we're gonna have to read today. 4 hours. Okay. In my brain, I was like, as long as I get 4 or less, we're okay. So I still really need to start editing my readathon today. So I'll probably do that tonight. And honestly, I get like so invested in editing, especially if I'm doing it right before bed. Like I will stay up for hours on end and like not even realize, which is fine. So I'm trying to come up with a game plan for the day. If I get ready for the day in the next like 20 minutes, and then I can read until 3, and then I can go paint doors. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then edit after. Also, I guess I was planning to cook today, but I probably won't. Oh, the meat's already in the fridge thawed. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I might cook when I get home tonight, and then try to edit after that. Wish me luck, guys. Hi guys. So I got to my 4 hours for my 4 hours for the day, and I also got a little kitty. Look at her. Oh my gosh. I got to my 4 hours. I'll show you that. 4 hours in 3 minutes. So the audiobook really came in clutch today. I only read, I want to say it was like either less than an hour or like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. It was like not very long at all of me sitting and physically reading. And then I decided to cook before I went to paint today. So I did the dishes, I cooked. That took me forever. I don't know how long it actually was, but it took me a really long time. Meow. And so I got most of it done during that, and then I was listening to my audiobook during all of that. Obviously I drove over to my boyfriend's parents' house, and then I drove back, listened to the audiobook the whole way, and that was my 4 hours. Got a lot done there, and now I need to lock in because I really just feel like this video is going to take me so long to edit. Not this, obviously, my 24-hour readathon that's going up on Thursday, and today is Tuesday and I haven't started it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm literally going to start that right now as soon as I finish this clip, and then tomorrow I'm going to spend all day editing it. So honestly, like, I think what I'm really going to do is just go ahead and spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, I'm just going to go ahead and declare that I'm not even going to try. Unless it's like 1 hour, then okay. But I'm probably just going to push all the hours over to Thursday because I don't really have any specific plans on Thursday aside from going to poker. So I think I might just try to do the rest of this challenge on Thursday because I really need to get this video edited. I will have some time. It just depends because I might be going somewhere with my boyfriend tomorrow and I don't really know how long that's going to take. Presumably a couple hours, and presumably I can get some reading done there where I won't be able to get editing done. So I might have some reading during that, but I don't really know how it's going to go. I really don't know how long we're going to be away. I really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm going to try my best, but we'll see. But just be prepared for when I inevitably have to read for 1,000,000 hours on Thursday because I didn't read anything tomorrow. So just keep that in mind, but I'll do my best. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Please pretend I don't look like I just rolled out of bed because I definitely just rolled out of bed. However, I am going to spin the wheel and I don't know how possible it's going to be for me to do any number of hours of reading today because I genuinely am going to have to edit all day long because when I first opened up the video last night, I had 4.5 hours of footage set. Some of it is easier than other parts of it because not all of it is just me having to watch through the entire thing. Some of it is like time lapses that I just need to shorten and stuff like that. I literally had one last night. Sometimes my phone will just decide it doesn't want to actually do a real time lapse and it wants to be stupid. And so it literally was an hour-long time lapse and half of it was just a black screen. That's something I could obviously just like take out real quick and then I'm down to only 3.5 hours. Got it down to 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I think I was like 16 minutes in. So that was an hour and a half or so that I got done. Not too shabby, only 3 hours to go, which honestly isn't that bad. That's literally double what I did last night. But I'll just go ahead and spin and we'll see what the reading hours are gonna look like for today. Wish me luck. That's yucky and disgusting. Gross. I can already tell you guys this is not gonna happen today. Not that it won't happen tomorrow because genuinely I have nothing I have to do tomorrow specifically besides go to poker, right? And I don't have to leave until about 6 p.m. But I also have to post my video, which will not take long at all, 30 to 45 minutes. So hypothetically, I could literally get up at like 8 a.m. tomorrow and read for like 10 hours. So I'm almost tempted to just like go ahead and spin and see how much I'm gonna have to read tomorrow. I feel like I can like plan my day better if I already know. I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait until at least I'll probably spend it tonight, but I'll just go ahead and see how much I can possibly get done today. So then I can go ahead and have that taken off of this 4 hours and then I'll see the rest of that I'll have to add on to tomorrow's number. So this honestly isn't bad, okay? Because I was thinking long and hard about this and I was like, what if I land on 7 hours twice? And that's my today and tomorrow and then I have to read for 14 hours tomorrow. I would combust. I would literally explode. I don't know. I feel like the more I talk about it, the worse it seems. And I feel like I'm literally never gonna be able to read as much, but hopefully it won't be that bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll let you guys know how much I get done, how many 0 pages I read. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so yet again, I literally just rolled out of bed. So please pretend you cannot tell. Yesterday, I got almost to my 4-hour mark. Okay, my stopwatch reset for some reason. What? Okay, so never mind, I can't show you. But I got to like 3 hours and probably 20 minutes or so, which was really surprising. I wasn't even really trying to read that much because so me and my boyfriend were basically just at the hospital the whole day because his dad had a surgery. And so we were just like chilling there all day, like waiting for that to be done. So there was a lot of like driving around too though because so in the morning we went to drop off his car at some place so they could fix something. And then we went from there to his parents' house across town, and then we went to the hospital, then back to the place to grab the car, back to our house, back to the hospital again, and then back to their house, and then back to our house again. So it was a lot of driving, and while we were driving I was doing a lot of reading to him. So I finished Notes on an Execution and it was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I again will give some more full in-depth thoughts on this at some point. I don't know if I'll make a video for it or if I'll just do this in a recent reads, but I have a lot of things to say about this and and I'm really excited for that. So very amazing, very profound. I had a great time with that. Next up, I'll be reading Clockwork by Cassandra Clare. That's going to be my next main read. And I edited yesterday. Did not finish. I still have a little bit left. It's about 8:30. It's 8:37 a.m. right now on Thursday. And I am budgeting to hopefully be done editing my video around noon. So hopefully it'll be up by then. We'll see. I really don't know how long it's going to take. There's just some things I need to do with it because it got messed up. So I have to do some extra work to make it actually look nice. So we'll see what I can actually do with that. But here's hoping it doesn't take too long. But without further ado, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the last time this week to figure out how many hours I'm going to have to read today. 4 hours yet again. So this definitely feels manageable today because again, I really have nothing going on except getting my video up and going to poker. And honestly, it's more like 4 hours and 40 minutes because that's what I didn't read from yesterday. It's like another 40 minutes. So obviously again, my main focus is going to be on the video, but this shouldn't be too insanely difficult. And also again, the drive to poker and back, I'll be listening to an audiobook. So that'll honestly take care of the 40 minutes on its own. So honestly, as long as I start reading by like 2 o'clock today, we should be good to go. Here's hoping. Got my fingers crossed. Without further ado, I am going to go ahead and get back to editing so that I can make sure I have enough time to do everything today. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I took a little bit of a nap, as I'm sure you guys just saw. I also am pretty sure I heard a gunshot though while I was sleeping, which is like relatively normal here. My weather app says that there's a 100% chance that it's gonna rain at 5, which is really exciting. I want to sit out here while it rains. I feel like that'll be really aesthetically pleasing, especially while I'm reading, as long as I don't get like soaked, but I don't think I will because there's a roof right here. We have some tall ass trees over here, and especially in the winter when it's windy, these things are like swaying like crazy, so I'm constantly afraid that a tree is gonna fall on our house, but it's whatever. These trees are tall. I feel like I'm in Animal Kingdom. I don't know, the lighting, something about the vibes are just immaculate. So I'm just gonna get back to reading. Do you hear that? The like rustle? It's about to rain. I love. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading now. I just want to show you guys what I mean with these trees. I don't know if y'all will get it, but it's like Animal Kingdom. same symbol that's on the side of the Dark Sister's carriage. That's what I call them. This is dark and this is black. It's like they were racing down into hell itself. It's the voices of the Dark Sisters echoing off the walls. It's great. Hey guys, so it's the next morning now, and I just wanted to pop in here to do a quick little wrap up and outro of my reading this week. So I finished Notes on an Execution, and I read the first 127 pages of Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and I'm really enjoying this so far, and I absolutely loved Notes on an Execution. I gave this book 5 stars. This was so good. I did the math of how many pages I read. I think out of these 2 books, it turned out to be 295, but then I also listened to quite a bit of my audiobook, which is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. So just as a rough estimate, I said I read about 100 pages of that. I don't know if that's right or not, but as a guesstimate, that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, reading about 400 pages in a week is really good for me. I usually never read that much just because I'm always so busy. I feel like I focus a lot on making videos and cleaning the house and stuff like that, and I don't always just allow myself time to just sit and read, which is obviously such a big part of this channel. But you know, when I'm spending all my time making the videos, sometimes doing the actual reading kind of falls back a little bit and it doesn't become so much of my main focus anymore. This was just a really great opportunity to actually allow myself time to kind of relax and read and make some progress in my books. So yeah, I really enjoyed this challenge. I want to do this again in the future, or at least something like it. I have some fun ideas for some similar challenges that I could do. I'm really glad with how this challenge turned out, and I was successful. I know I showed you guys in the last clip the stopwatch from yesterday, but I made it to the time mark for every single day except technically Wednesday. You know what? I just realized I completely forgot to worry about the 40 minutes from Wednesday. I completely forgot about that. Wait. I went at least 5 minutes over on the first 2 days, and I want to say 15 minutes over yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another 25 minutes. So I was 15 minutes short. So I would say it's a win. I feel like I succeeded in this challenge. The total hours that I had to read for the week was 15. So I feel like that is a really good number to have accomplished. So even if I was just a couple minutes short. So I am proud of the reading that I did, and I am really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to, and hit the notification bell if you would like to see the other videos that I post on Mondays and Thursdays, with reading sprints on every first and third Monday of the month, replacing that Monday video. My Bookstagram, my Goodreads, and my book talk will all be linked in the description of this video if you guys would like to go check out any of those. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!